Welcome to Bird Spray Sports, where we can cover Ravens and Orioles news. We're your hosts, TJ and Jared. In this video, we're going to be doing our pregame of our Week 14 matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. A must-win game for both teams, but really, obviously we're biased for the Ravens. A must-win game for the Ravens, and whether you want this season to end or you want to see us salvage something out of this season, we all have to admit that the Ravens need to win this game, and both teams are sort of struggling going in. The Steelers pretty much got dominated by the Bills, and we got dominated by the Bengals. So both teams are coming in very wounded, limping, and one team is gonna have to get right. I mean, hopefully it doesn't end in a tie or anything. That would be 6-6-1. That's ugly, But yeah, that's terrible. But it's a very important game, not only for both teams, but deciding who's going to win the AFC North, going towards that. And, to get started into this video, I want to bring up a person that we always criticize on this channel and always talk down on, but I think what he said had a great, you know, sort of introspect into the mindset that you have to have for this game. And Marlon Humphrey said that, if you can't get up for this game, then you shouldn't be playing or you shouldn't be on this team, basically, along that line. And I think that's true. This is a game, you know, not only it's because of the Steelers, but you should be able to get up for every game. And if you need to get up for any game in the season, it needs to be this one. And every Raven in that building should come in on Sunday and play like it's their last game ever. Because we're 3-4 at home. You don't want to go to 3-5. That's embarrassing. I've never seen the Ravens be that terrible at home, besides like 2015 or something when we were just terrible. But you have to have dignity, and that's the thing. We didn't have dignity on Thursday. The defense had it, but not the offense. You don't have dignity and go out there and play like that and block like that and have that type of play calling. They have no dignity. And so I feel like this game, the Ravens need to be motivated, have to have dignity and pride. And I feel like that starts with the offense. I'm not even going to start with the defense because they do their job. I want to start with the offense. Lamar's been hurt. The offensive line needs to use that as motivation. This guy is getting hurt and dealing with lingering. I know that sounds crazy. This guy is getting hurt and dealing with lingering injuries, issues all season because of us. We let him get sacked 7 times against the Lions on primetime television. We let him get sacked 5 times against the Browns. We single-handedly made Myles Garrett closer to the single-season sack record. If he gets it, it's because of us, bro. And that's embarrassing to have on your track record. We're the reason our quarterback is having a diminished season. So I feel like the offensive line needs to use that as motivation, right? For this game to have a statement game. Let's have Derrick Henry have 150 rushing yards. Let's have Lamar finally throw a touchdown in like 3 or 4 weeks. Let's give him time to find a guy open and do that. Let's give him time. That's the main key right there. Create time. Create opportunities. No
Yep.
matter who touches the ball. I feel like the offensive line needs to have that going into this game. And I feel like the playmakers, the Zay Flowers, the Batemans, the Likeleys, need to play inspired ball. You guys literally fumbled the game away on Thursday. Zay has been fumbling left and right. Like, man, what's wrong with his hands? He might be the new Butterfingers instead of Mark. They need to play inspired ball, and this needs to be a get right game. What, Jalen Ramsey? Darius Slay just retired on these guys. He's fed up with the season.
I don't think he retired. He got cut, and then he went to
Oh
Buffalo,
well,
and
he's
then he
about to
re- and
retire.
then he
Yeah,
like
he's
kind of
about to
stepped
retire.
away. He might go to
But
Buffalo.
and these guys are senior citizens are going up against. And you know what I'm saying? Like, defense, don't let Aaron Rodgers dot you up. I mean, this isn't 2011 no more, but we need to play inspired ball. That's just my opening statement. So I'm curious. What do you have to say, man? What are you thinking?
I'm just gonna say this. Everything you said is correct. There's nothing that I can push back against and say like, well, we should do this, we do that. No, it's the truth. But instead of giving about what I think, because you pretty much said it, I'm gonna give you what I think is going to happen, and it's gonna be the same shit. I mean, in all seriousness, if you can't do anything against the worst defense in the league, almost in history, then what are you supposed to do against your hated rivals? It doesn't matter what the Steelers have looked like all year. This is, I mean, we swept the Steelers before when we had Ryan Mallett as our quarterback. May you rest in peace. I believe he passed away, but you know, we showed fight back then. We don't. We get punched in the mouth and we quiver and we lose. They're not going to figure anything out. They don't figure things out. If they were to figure things out, we wouldn't have the same issues that we've had for years now. Look, we know how to beat the Chiefs. We've done it before. I was there. Maybe that's the key. But but we stopped doing that against them all of a sudden. Like the last three games we played against them, what have we not done? We haven't ran the ball. We let Lamar get sacked. We
Yep.
try to, beat him with the throw, but beat him with the pass, and we don't have the offensive line capabilities for it. Like they don't learn shit. I mean, this is the easiest way to put it. That offense is gonna look sluggish. Lamar probably will throw like no touchdowns. He's probably gonna turn the ball over because he's gonna get frustrated, and this offense is just gonna look sloppy. The defense is gonna keep you in it all game. I bet you this. This is how the game's gonna go. We may score first. We may score early. Then our offense is gonna quiver. Then the Steelers are gonna find a way to win the game. We've handed them win after win after win for years now. We should sweep the Steelers every single year that we've played them in the Lamar era, but we don't because we don't prepare correctly. We won't admit we're wrong in our game plans. We won't adjust. We're just stubborn. We're arrogant, and it's just gonna rear its ugly head on Sunday versus a hated rival. That's what I think. That's exactly how I think the game's gonna go. Now, I want them to surprise me. I want them to come out and look like they've learned their lesson. I want them to win the game. I want all of what I just said not to be right. But the problem is they proved me right last year when I said this when they played up in Pittsburgh, the first matchup, and I think they're going to do it again.
And I and I'm not surprised that you think that. Seeing how they played against the Bengals and just all over the place, I could see it happening. Against a better defense than the Steelers. Not that much better, but a better defense for sure. So, you
Yeah.
know, I'm curious to see what them stats are like. You know, in this bad pit offense.
Hey everybody, I'm going to interrupt here to give you the injury report for both the Ravens and the Steelers, as we did not have it available at the time of filming. So I'm not going to waste any time. Just going to get right into it. For the Steelers on Sunday, um, my screen is sharing now. The Steelers on Sunday, like I had mentioned, DK Metcalf and Jalen Ramsey both were not injury related. They didn't practice on Friday. Well, Jalen Ramsey didn't practice all week, so it's kind of interesting to see if there's anything wrong with him. Try to get this out of the way. Hold on. Didn't get out of the way. That's the Ravens injury report. But anyways, moving on. Patrick Queen, former Raven, has a glute injury. I thought it was a hip. Um, he didn't practice on Wednesday. He was limited both Thursday and Friday, but he's good to go. Aaron Rodgers obviously has that left wrist. I think he got surgery on it. But he did not practice on Wednesday, but he was full both Thursday and Friday, so he's good to go. Ben Skoranek has a shoulder injury. He was limited Wednesday and Thursday. He's full on Friday, but he's good to go. Joey Porter Jr. has an elbow injury. He popped up on the injury report on Thursday. He was limited, but he was full on Friday, so he's good to go. Duggar, not Tucker. Kyle Duggar has a hand injury. He popped up on the injury report on Wednesday or Thursday. I apologize. Did not practice both Thursday and Friday. He's out for the game on Sunday. James Pierre has a concussion. He was limited on Wednesday. Was full both Friday, Thursday, and Friday. He's good to go in the game. Calvin Anderson has a knee injury. He was limited on Wednesday. He did not practice Thursday and Friday. He'll be out for this game on Sunday. Isaac Siumalu was a rest candidate. He didn't practice because he was just getting a rest day. T.J. Watt with a toe injury did not practice on Wednesday. He was full both Thursday and Friday. He's good to go on Sunday. And Derek Harmon, their standout rookie, has a knee injury. He didn't practice all week. He is out for the game on Sunday. It's a huge loss for the Steelers. So it's good news for us. And with the Ravens injury report, as mentioned, wide receiver Rashad Bateman has an ankle injury. He was full on Wednesday. He was limited on Thursday, but did practice full on Friday. He's good to go. Lamar Jackson has an ankle injury as well. He was limited on Wednesday. Did not practice on Thursday, but was full on Friday. He's good to go for the game. I believe someone stepped on him on practice, even hurting him in practice. But anyways, Travis Jones did not practice on Thursday for a personal reason, so he's not injured. He's full on Friday. He's good to go. Xavier Robinson's getting back from that broken foot. He was limited all week, but he will be out for the game on Sunday. Interesting to see if he comes back for the game in Cincinnati or even the game after that versus the Patriots. Ronnie Stanley didn't practice on Friday with as usual, just a rest day. Tez Walker with a groin injury was limited on Thursday, but practiced full Wednesday and Friday. He's good to go in the game. Ardeas Washington, who is coming back from the injury, Achilles injury. He was limited on Wednesday and Thursday. Practiced full on Friday, surprisingly, or practiced full on Wednesday. I think that meant Friday. It says Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday. But on Friday, he practiced full on Friday, but he's out for the game. I would imagine we'd see him either in Cincinnati or versus the Patriots. Nate Wiggins with the foot injury. I thought he was going to miss this game, but he was limited Wednesday and Thursday, full on Friday. He's good for the go to the game, so he's a warrior out there. So. Anyways, not wasting any more time. I'm going to get you guys back to the video, and that was the injury report for both teams. Ball pit.
Ball pit.
Anyways, to read off the I don't know what I'm trying to say. The stats for the Pittsburgh Squealers. The Pittsburgh offense averages 23.4 points per game. That's 15th in the league. They average 281.7 yards per game, which is 28th in the league. They average .421 points per play, which is 9th in the league. They average 5.1 points per play, yards per play, I'm sorry, which is 24th in the league. They average 39 points. Their third down conversion rate is at 39.71%, which is 14th in the league. Their fourth down conversion rate is at 41.67%, which is 29th in the league. Their red zone scoring touchdown percentage is 65.71%, which is fifth in the league. The touchdowns per game is at 2.7, which is third in the league, or 13th in the league, I'm sorry. Their passing offense, they throw the ball 57.57% of the time, which is 13th in the league. Their completion percentage is at 60.30%, which is 13th in the league. Their yards per pass is 6.6, which is 24th in the league. Their passes per game is at 30.2, which is 24th in the league. Their pass yards per game is 187.8, which is 24th in the league. Excuse me. Their interception throw percentage is at 2.49%, which is 22nd in the league. Their QB sack percentage is at 5.73%, which is 11th in the league. And where's Oh, I skipped. I was like, "Where's the run play?" I missed it. I see that I'm drunk like the Ravens. Their rush play percentage is at 42.43%, which is 20th in the league. They rush for 4 yards per rush, which is 25th in the league. Look, they can't fucking run the ball. If you let them run the ball against you, that's just fucking embarrassing. Um, their rush yards per game is at 93.8, which is 28th in the league, and their rush touchdowns per game is at point 0.7, which is 22nd in the league. Like this offense fucking sucks. Like if you allow more than 10 points against this team, then you need to somebody needs to just get shot to the sun.
Yeah. And we saw like they can't even adjust either. Like going into halftime, they can't come out and adjust. So
No,
we
yeah, I
let
mean,
them
this
got
is
us
really
up.
two dumbasses fighting for whoever wants to get their ass whooped in the first round of the wild card round. That's what it is. Whoever wants the most ass whooping by the Bills in the first round in the playoffs, whoever's winning this game today. And yeah, it'll be the fucking game we win. Watch.
Yeah, and unfortunately the Bills have beat both teams. So
They
um,
shouldn't have.
going on to the defense, pointed points per game is 24.1, which is 20th in the league. And that kind of seems crazy coming from a Steelers defense. 24 points per game. Pointed yards per game is 265.1, which is also crazy coming from a Steelers defense. Opponent points per play is 0.352. Opponent yards per play is 5.3. Opponent third down conversion percentage is 43.60. Opponent fourth down conversion percentage is 75. So if we go for the fourth down, I mean, come on, man. You have to get it.
We're gonna do a Mark Andrews rollout play, and he's gonna drop it, and then everyone's gonna be mad that we gave him an extension.
That's the most Ravens thing ever. Opponent red zone scoring percentage for touchdowns is 54.76, which is 10th. Opponent touchdowns per game is 2.5, which is 14th. Going on to the rushing, opponent rush play percentage is 40.37, which is 8th. Opponent yards per rush is 4.3, which is 18th. Opponent rushes per game is 27.6, which is 22nd. Opponent rush yards per game is 117.7, which is 17th. And opponent rush touchdowns per game is 0.8, which is 8th. Going to the
Sorry,
defense.
sorry, I didn't mean to.
Are you? No, you good. Opponent pass play percentage. I said going to the defense. Going to the passing statistics.
You were not even locked in. Like,
so,
I went to the passing offense and totally missed the rushing statistics.
opponent pass play percentage is 59.63, which is 25th. Opponent completion percentage is 64.40, which is 16th. Opponent yards per pass is 7 yards per pass, which is 16th. Opponent passes per game is 37.9, which is 30th. Opponent pass yards per game is 247.4, which is 28th. And opponent interception zone percentage is 2.20, which is 16th. Their sack percentage is 6.95, which is 15th.
This team sucks. Like,
It's all around mid.
I feel like we've looked at this shit for the last 2 years and it's looked the fucking same. And we got swept at them the year we went to the AFC Championship game, and then we lost to them in Pittsburgh last year.
Yep.
God, like this, they fucking suck. And we're gonna fucking lose. What's the worst part about it? Anyways, before I crash out even more, to read off these bums freaking offensive statistics, Mr. Aaron Rodgers has completed 202 of 310 passes for a 65.2 completion percentage. He has 2,086 yards in the year. He averages 6.7 yards per throw. He averages 189.6 yards per game. His longest pass is 80 yards. He has 19 touchdowns and 7 picks. He's been sacked 20 times, and he has a 95.4 quarterback rating. Jalen Warren, their leading back, has 151 carries for 639 yards, which is good for 4.2 yards per carry. His longest rush is 37 yards. He has 4 touchdowns on the year, and he averages 58.1 yards per game. Kenneth Gainwell, I believe, is a rookie. He's their second back. Is he a rookie?
He's not a rookie.
I thought he was a rookie.
He played for the Eagles.
That's right. That's right. He did play for the Eagles, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he?
He did. He won the Super Bowl last year.
I thought there was a rookie on their team that was a running back. But anyways, he has 76 carries for 356 yards. That's good for 4.7 yards per carry. His longest rush is 55 yards. He has 3 touchdowns in the year, and he averages 29.7 yards per game. On the receiving, DK Metcalf has 45 receptions on 75 targets for 605 yards. He averages 13.4 yards per reception. He has 5 touchdowns on the year. His longest reception is 80 yards, and he averages 50.4 yards per game. Excuse me. Pat Freiermuth has 26 receptions on 32 targets. 298 yards for it's good for 11.5 yards per catch. He has 4 touchdowns. His longest reception is 68 yards, and he averages 24.8 yards per game. Calvin Austin III has 26 receptions on 44 targets. It's good for 278 yards, 10.7 yards per catch, 2 touchdowns on the year. His longest reception is 30 yards, and he averages 27.8 yards per game. So I know Washington is probably going to be the guy who destroyed us on the final drive for their game-winning field goal or something. Um, um, I'm not kidding. Um, he has 22 receptions on 32 targets for 276 yards, which is good for 12.5 yards per catch. He has a touchdown on the year. His longest reception is 36 yards, and he averages 23 yards per game. And I'm not going to read off more. This is nobody else really matters. So I'll let you read off the defense here.
Yeah, so on the defense, starting with Peyton Wilson, he has 103 total tackles. Patrick Queen, the ex-Raven, has 89 total tackles. Jalen Ramsey has 65. Cameron Hayward has 52. TJ Watt has 47. Brandon Eccles has 39. Chuck Clark, another former Raven, has 39. Deshaun Elliott has 38. Another former Raven, Juan Thornhill has 38. Joey Porter Jr. has 36. Darius Slay had 36. Keanu Benton had 34.
You need to play
Alex
him.
Highsmith, Alex Highsmith had 30. Nick Herbig had 27. Cole Holcomb has 27. And Malik Harrison, another former Raven, has 24. And Kyle Duggar has 24.
Where our bum ass players go. So I'm playing.
Steeler Purgatory. When it comes to sacks, wow, TJ Watt only has 7 sacks.
He's gonna get 7 sacks in the game on Sunday, probably.
That's just crazy. 'Cause I remember about 3 years ago, he had like 22 or something. Nick Herbig has 6.5. Alex Highsmith has 5.5. Keanu Benton has 4.5. Derek Harmon has 2. Jalen Ramsey has 2. Cameron Hayward, I said Wayford. Cameron Hayward has 1.5. Jack Sawyer has 1. I see a lot of Steelers fans saying that he sucks. Joey Porter Jr. has 1. Deshaun Elliott has 1. Patrick Queen has 1. And Peyton Wilson has 1.
Yeah, fucking Jack Sawyer's gonna strip sack Lamar. Watch. Interceptions. Interceptions.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got
I'm just
distracted.
in here being lazy. You know, I'm playing. I'm
No, no,
playing.
no, no, no. I was taking my bet. Stop. Brandon Eccles has 200, 2 interceptions. TJ Watt has an interception. Jack Sawyer has an interception. Nick Herbig also has an interception. Wow. Nick Herbig should be in a Pro Bowl if you know of his stat. I'm just playing. But Joey Porter Jr. has an interception. Deshaun Elliott has an interception. Kyle Duggar has an interception. Jalen Ramsey has an interception as well. And Peyton Wilson has one. I just remember that time when you first heard his name, Kyle Duggar, and you started laughing.
Look at Elliott. He has a reception for -4 yards.
But it's funny because everybody has just one interception. Like and it's only that one guy with two. Like,
Yeah, well, don't worry. Lamar will throw him a few cookies.
a few meatballs.
Yeah, especially since he's freaking wasn't practicing today. He got the ankle injury. I don't know his fuck ass season to be over. Um. Anyways, bowl prediction, breakout player, bowl prediction, or however the fuck it goes. I don't know. I don't care. And then we'll do you'll do score prediction, and then we'll do the predictions for the other games.
Sorry. So, breakout player. I really want this breakout player to be. I want it to be Derrick Henry. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I feel like he's due for a very nice game. I want to see him, and I'll say my bold prediction is he gets 160, 130, no, 120 yards rushing, and then 1 touchdown. So it's just a workhorse day for him. And score prediction, I say the Ravens win 20-13.
Breakout bowl prediction, I guess is first. Um, but we don't turn the ball over 5 times. Probably turn over 4 times when I said that. Or six. Um, breakout a bold prediction. I don't sell the tickets for the Patriots game at halftime, and I think the Ravens lose 15-17.
15-17. Wow.
Yeah, let's shout out to my future self for doing the injury report.
Yeah.
I didn't get to do that beforehand. I should have did that before. Um, oh, I meant to get this out of the way. So you predicted the Ravens win. So I'll let you do the rest of the games.
All right. So I think that the Jags are going to upset the Colts in that one.
What's the game up here?
Oh, that's a horrible game. That's why I probably overlooked it. I think the Dolphins win. Browns, Bills, Broncos, Texans, Lions.
What is this game?
Oh, Chargers.
Jet Lions. Yeah.
Yeah. Vikes, Hawks.
Which one? Like,
Oh shit. The Seahawks.
I know
I
Raheem
thought
Morris
enough
ain't
kids
leading
from
them to
my
beat the
class,
Seahawks.
so I read that. I'm sorry. I think the Bucks are going to win. Packers win. Rams.
All right.
And that's it.
Those are your predictions. My time to shine here. I think, huh? Tie. I didn't say that. Um, I think that the Jets win. I think the Steelers win, obviously. Think the I think the Colts back in the win column. Actually, no, Daniel Jones is hurt, so I'm with that. Damn, that's a fucking terrible game. Jesus Christ. I think the Browns win. I think the Bills win. Yes. I'm gonna agree. Um, Eagles, Lions, Commanders, Seahawks, Bucks. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do it. Say Bears. I'll do that. That's my prediction. Not too far off from what you did, I don't think. Is it crazy? Like the NFL, like media, really wants the Bengals to get back in this. Like
No, they love them some Burrow.
I know. Like God damn,
They
bro
love
goes to
Burrow,
one Super
but
Bowl and loses, and then all of a sudden he's Jesus Christ reincarnated.
I just don't get it. But I I don't really have much words for this team. I want to see actions on the field, and I'm gonna just end off my thoughts there. Hopefully, me and Jared can come back to you guys, in the game recap video a little bit happier. But we'll see. I doubt it.
Yeah,
You have
no,
any
fuck
last
no, we're not
words?
gonna happen. We're either gonna win ugly and it's gonna look the same, and we're gonna freaking be like, what the hell, or we're gonna lose ugly, and we're gonna be like, what the hell, because it looks the same. So either way, it's gonna look the same. I mean, they don't learn from shit, and they don't know how to deal with adversity as a team. I don't know. This is like this is a wake up call of a season, but we've had wake up call. We don't need a season to have a wake up call. There's been plenty of games where you had that opportunity, and they love sticking with mid.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
look who they just gave an extension to.
Money Mark literally is called Money Mark now. But that's all we got for you guys in this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Really comment down below. Who are your breakout players? What do you think is going to happen? And score predictions. Comment that down below. Also, check out our social media, our Instagram, our TikTok, and our Twitter. And also check out our second channel, Casual Cinema. We'll have something on there soon. We hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I meant to say that in the last video. And I know the Ravens probably ruined it for a lot of you guys. They did for us. But all in all, we hope you had a great one with your families and all that.
Gotta
And
eat
if
some
you're
good
going to
food.
the game on Sunday, stay safe. And that's all we got for you guys in this video with Bird Spray Sports. And we're out.
And hopefully you guys change my tune in the next video. We're out.